Guys, just thought I'd put a quick intro in before the game. Arsenal Olympiakos at the Emirates Stadium tonight, Champions League. It's a big game. It's what is it, 4:31 in the morning. There you go, so that's real dedication. Hopefully it's a good win. Got the coffee here so I don't fall asleep. I doubt I will anyway. And I'll catch you guys after the game. Well, there you have it. Game's over now. 3-1 win for Arsenal. Bit of an up and down game, but we got the win. That's the thing that counts. 2 from 2 in the Champions League. Going into the Premier League this weekend, so hopefully we continue the good form. But let's just check out the first half and see what I thought. So a few changes to the starting lineup of our last game. Coquelin started ahead of Diaby, obviously, because of his injury. He started in the defensive mid-role, which is a good selection there. And Chamberlain on the right in replacement for Ramsey, so an attacker instead of another midfielder. We started pretty slowly though, it has to be said. In the 5th minute, Manoni had the ball, easy pass out to Vermaelen, the captain. He wasn't even looking, don't know why Manoni passed it to him in the first place if he's not looking, and he turned it over. We did this on several occasions when our defenders got the ball, and when they went to clear it, they kicked it straight to an Olympiakos player and turned the ball straight over. One of our better chances of the first half was in the 11th minute where Kieran Gibbs made a great run on the left, cutting into almost into the box when he got fouled, so almost a penalty there. Not quite. Cazorla got the free kick, he took it on target, forced a really good save from the keeper. But then in the 34th minute, Olympiakos on the counter-attack had a great chance, a whipping ball into the box. Manoni was nowhere to be seen, didn't come out to get it, bounced within a couple of metres of him. All it needed was a clean touch from an Olympiakos player, didn't get it. It went flying out, but that was clearly their best chance of the first half. And then, of course, in the 41st minute, brilliant play from Cazorla running through the midfield pass to left to Podolski, brought it back into Gervinho. It wasn't a perfect pass, but Gervinho with his pace controlled it well and hit it almost first time from outside the box. Surprising, isn't it? From outside the box, Gervinho actually scored. Shit. But it was an amazing goal. Bottom left corner. I'm sure the wet weather probably played a role there with the ball skidding a bit faster than the keeper probably anticipated. But nonetheless, it was a good goal. 1-0 to Arsenal. But disappointingly, 4 minutes later, we conceded a goal. It was 1-1. It was a great cross and flick-on header past Manoni, 1-0 to Olympiakos. That was the end of the first half. It seemed like we were too relaxed and we had no urgency, and our defence needs Mertesacker. Vermaelen and Koscielny, they're too similar. They both love to run up the ground. They're not accountable enough. One has to stay back. It's good when Mertesacker's there. He stays back and he uses his strength and blocks a lot of passes. Vermaelen doesn't really do that, and Koscielny doesn't really do that. So we need someone there, and either Vermaelen or Koscielny. And because Vermaelen's captain, you're going to have to keep Koscielny out, because you can't substitute the captain. The second half was underway, and we started playing a bit better. The game began to open up, which helps us a lot. In the first half, Olympiakos defended really well, got a lot of players back, and we could only really get them on the counter-attack. Gervinho, within a couple of minutes, created a good chance for Cazorla, passing it inboard, and he was only a couple of metres out from goal, hit it first time. Probably should have scored there. And then only moments later in the 55th minute, Gervinho did basically the same thing, this time to Podolski, who's, let's say, is a better finisher than Cazorla. Smashed it into the back of the net. Keeper probably should have blocked it. I think he got hands onto it, but it was that powerful that he couldn't control it, and it went in. 2-1 Arsenal, started to gather momentum, looking for the third goal. In the 70th minute, we made a few changes. Chamberlain came off the walk-off for some pace there, so a pretty straightforward swap there. And then in the 79th minute, Gervinho and Podolski came off for Giroud and Ramsey. And only moments later, it was a couple of good passes from Arteta, Ramsey and Cazorla, and then a quick cross into the box that led to a really good Giroud chance that was blocked by only a defender that was in front of him. It would have been an easy goal otherwise. And it has to be said that Giroud's positioning is outstanding. He gets into the right positions at the right time. He's never caught offside like Gervinho. It's just that he needs to polish off his finishing, and then he'll start to get the goals. And then in the 93rd minute, the last chance of the game, the last goal of the game, to Ramsey, so hopefully no one dies this week. It was a long ball to Giroud, as we know he's a great header of the ball, just put it right in front of Ramsey, controlled it beautifully, and the finish was just beautiful, just flicked it over the keeper, was never going to miss. 3-1 Arsenal, full time. So overall, it was a decent performance. The real worry though was the defence. It didn't really have any solidity. Mertesacker needs to come in for the West Ham game. We need him there. He's been in outstanding form. He was best on in the last game he played, I think, so it doesn't really make sense to take him off. But the positives are we're 2 from 2 in the Champions League, we're kicking goals, we're winning games, undefeated in the Champions League, and we made up for the loss against Chelsea. And hopefully we'll follow this win up with another win against West Ham on the weekend.
Comment below, tell me who your man of the match was and what your highlight of the match was. My man of the match was Arteta. He was in the defensive mid role with Coquelin. He supported the defence, unlike a few of the other players on the field. His passing is outstanding. Early in the game, everyone was missing passes. The defenders, even our goalkeeper Manoni, he's the only one that consistently nails the pass. And he knows when to attack as well, That's another thing that a good defensive mid does. He doesn't always just stay back. When there's a chance to counter-attack, he does it, and he knows when to come back. And my highlight of the match was the last goal of the game. I thought that was a brilliant finish from Ramsey. Really surprising because he's a midfielder and you don't really expect it from midfielders, especially Ramsey. He doesn't really score that much, but it was just a really clinical finish, like he's done it every week. So it was definitely my highlight of the game, especially with the assist from Giroud. That was good that he got that satisfaction from it, that he didn't score a goal, but he set up a goal. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like it below. Share it on Facebook and Twitter. That would help me out a lot. Share it to your friends, Arsenal supporters. That'd be great. Make sure you subscribe above if you want to see more. My next video will be out after the West Ham game, so stay tuned, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks.